Look at the Tiger, man. He's really out here walking. Look at this. This is a W, man. Wow.
All right, King Jordan, go enjoy that Tiger, my man.
All right, then. Hey, y'all take care. Thank you so much.
I've been a witness since I was 10 years old. I watched the game change. I witnessed the founding of a team bring a city to life and prove every hater wrong. But now I'm ready to get out there. I waited long enough. I want to be witnessed. Witness me drop a 20-piece, 30-piece, 50-piece.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. It's NBA basketball. Payday.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin.
Clearly. David, thank you. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Jackson is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. And there's Miles Turner. And there's Bradley Beal. And it's Ivy in at the point. And for the Nets, we got Ben Simmons. Durant is out there with Hayward. Then it's Curry. And it's Claxton in at the center position. For those teams, Greg, that had head coaching changes, how long does it take to fully implement a new system?
Well, it typically takes a full season, and it also depends just on how complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Ivy passes to Jackson. It's rebounded by Durant. Pass to Curry. Back to KD. Over Jackson. The shot by KD. No good. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Indiana Pacers. To the middle. Jackson finds Halliburton. Back to Jackson. Nice move. And the layup is good.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
And here is Simmons. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. From the line, pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, don't let Kevin Durant get comfortable from the mid-range because that is money in the bank.
Here's Beal. That shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Hayward, right side. Over Halliburton, and it's sent back by Turner.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
Beal, the pass to Ivy. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Indiana shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. They get a hand on it. Passes it to Durant. Over Jackson. Again, the miss by KD.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And it's slammed in by Turner.
Well, that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
The Nets on offense, trailing by 2. We talk about the best shot. In the NBA, Doris, the conversation might start with Miles Turner.
Well, there is no doubt. This guy at 6'11" is so active, moves so well laterally. This guy led the league in blocks. He normally his top 5. And he's got a reputation now around the league. Guys are starting to get a little shy when they hear his footsteps.
And the Pacers with possession here, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Now here's Simmons. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. For 3, Hayward. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, Gordon Hayward's so good in the catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Ivy. Coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. Here's Beal. Drives in. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
2 points. That one goes.
Well, there's an accuracy and an assertiveness to Gordon Hayward. So good at getting to the mid-range game.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Good work there as it goes.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Nets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Simmons passes to Durant. Over Jackson. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
So unpredictable, so versatile. When KD's working that pick and roll, the defense has a hard time dealing with it.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And it's sent back by Turner. The drive by Beal. That ties the game.
I tell you, that's physical defense. Bradley Beal being aggressive, maintains his focus, finishes through contact. Exactly what you want from this guy.
Now here's Simmons. The pass to Durant. Over Jackson. Durant with another miss.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Beal against Curry. Beal the pass to Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. And a new group in for the Nets. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. McDaniels comes in for Gordon Hayward. Thomas checked in for Curry. Les Mills in for Kevin Durant. Now, here's McDaniels. Inside, here's Aldridge. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Turner. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for Jackson.
Isaiah Jackson. At the line with 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Brooklyn with the ball. 4-point game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's Beal in the corner. Back to Halliburton. Offline with his 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And the Pacers with possession here. After the basket by Brooklyn, here's Beal. Lays it up off the glass. Beal's got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Brooklyn. Trailing by 4. To the paint. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Aldridge.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
Here's Ivy. Rebounded by the Nets. Simmons passes to Mills. Halliburton with the steal. He takes it in.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
Nets trail by 4. Pass to Mills. Down low. Thomas. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And team strategies. Closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Here's Duarte. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Unloads from 13. Stolen by McGee. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Yep, that one goes in there.
And rising to the challenge, KCP often deterred by physical play, converts through the contact on that one.
Mills looking it over. And stolen by McConnell. One-on-one here. And stolen by Simmons. Thomas passes to Aldridge. Shakes him. McGee with the block. And here's the fast break. Here's Duarte. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Unloads. Money from the wing. Now it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pass to Thomas. He kicks it to Aldridge. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Brooklyn ball.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game. You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Here's Mills. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. To the inside. And stolen by Simmons. In transition, here come the Nets. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Craig pulls it in. Here's Duarte. Over Thomas. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. What a performance for Isaiah Jackson. He has been the story for the Indiana Pacers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct. Well, Bradley Beal has 4 brothers who played football. So, how did he settle on basketball?
Oh, Mom said in high school.
Simple. And it seems like it worked out for him.
No question. And his mother coached him up. So some all-around sports talent in the Beal family.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pacers?
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also. And a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
They've got McDaniels. Mills out there with Thomas. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Simmons in at the 4. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to be good fans. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Aldridge. Durant comes in for Patty Mills. Gordon Hayward's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Seth Curry in for Thomas.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And so it's Durant with it. They'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 6-point game.
And when it comes to pure scoring output, few guys do it better than Bradley Beal.
Yeah, Bradley Beal has rounded out his offensive game. Tight handle, sweet shooter, ability to put it on the deck. His offensive focus has been unmatched. This guy is constantly probing and attacking holes in defenses.
Durant with a wide open look. And they get it back. A 3-ball. Can't hit that one. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
This guy just can't find his rhythm. And you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Curry with it. Now Beal defending.
Well, we know Simmons can do this. At 6'11", I don't know that anyone in the league has his vision.
Outside, Beal. Kicks to Turner. Outside, Beal. And Turner hit the basket on the assist from Beal. Turner's got his second bucket.
This is the area of greatest improvement in Mr. Bradley Beal's game. How about the growth in his passing? Wow.
Passes to KD. Over Jackson. Out that one, and the Indiana lead has been cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Durant.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing them out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
And stolen by Ivy. On the wing, Turner. Halliburton outside. Lets it go with a 3. They grab their own miss, and it's slammed in by Turner.
You love the determination, right? Miles Turner effectively getting to the window and getting another opportunity.
Durant, the pass to Hayward. Here's Claxton. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Turner. Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Durant kicks to Hayward. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Well, Gordon Hayward showing he can score from just about anywhere, but he's especially dangerous close in.
Here's Turner. No good on the 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Pacers leading by 6. Halliburton with it. Now defended by Hayward.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Now Curry. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Driving to the basket. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
This guy's a really clever penetrator. You have to be aware of Seth Curry's craftiness on the drive.
Halliburton, that's good.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Nets trail by 9. Outside, Simmons. Here's KD, and that one goes long.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Well, Bradley Beal, we know this, has been an elite three-point shooter from the time he stepped between the lines in the NBA. This guy is ready to roll.
Curry passes to Durant, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. When talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, we're not just talking about one of the league's elite shooters. We're talking about one of the league's elite scorers.
And if you don't hear Beal mentioned in the same breath as some other NBA superstars, you should. He's capable of putting up a 50-piece on any given night. This is no specialist. This is an absolute superstar.
The Nets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in.
Well, you love the mindset from Gordon Hayward right now. He's saying, I'm a dangerous scorer, and you better check me, boys.
And that one, good. And it's 8 points for ABC.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Curry passes to Claxton. Beal against Curry. Over Beal. Curry can't get it to go. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Halliburton, that's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Nets trail by 12. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. McDaniels comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Mills in for Curry. Now here's Mills. He's covered by McConnell. There's the three. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to Boston. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first foul.
The Pacers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And Greg, a lot of new head coaches stepping into this season. How does a first-year coach come in and win over a locker room?
I mean, Kevin, that's a great question. And I think there's a combination of confidence and humility that one has to have. And I think, believe it or not, the most important trait, you got to be consistent. Your message cannot waver. It cannot fluctuate. That's one way that you will lose a locker room.
So it's the Pacers now. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
To stop the run, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Thomas got 6 points.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Yep, that one goes.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And there's the pass to Hayward. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against the 76ers. Here's Duarte. He's guarded by Thomas. And there's the feed to McGee. 4 on the clock. Banked in off the glass. McGee's got his second basket of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Hayward against Craig. Aldridge dishes to Thomas. Free throw line jump shot. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Hayward kicks to Mills. Outside Thomas. Latrey. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Indiana leading by 19. Pass to Duarte. From deep. It's not going to go for him. The Nets go the other way with it. And Jalen McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Caldwell Pope outside. Screen. Takes it inside, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And you see the quickness of KCP bursting to the rim.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by McConnell. Mills with it. To the paint. And here is Aldridge. Hayward from outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Indiana Pacers. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They are completely in control of the game. And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of act.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Gordon Hayward with another strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
On the court for Indiana, they've got Jackson. Bradley Beal is out there with ABC. Then it's Halliburton, and it's Turner in at the 5 down low. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Claxton. He dishes it to KD. And he dunks it down.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Simmons passes to Durant, and it's sent back by Turner. Halliburton against Hayward. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
there is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Claxton the pass to Simmons. To the left side wing. A shot's good from Claxton. Claxton's got his third basket of the night.
And Simmons is just the total package. I mean, a player that can really dish it to his teammates.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Passes it to Claxton. Hayward looking around. And it's sent back by Turner. And he's able to get it back. Curry can't get it to go.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The Nets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul. Timeout called the Pacers.
And Kevin, when we talk about new age bigs in the NBA, one of the first I think of is Miles Turner. Here's a guy who has led the league in blocks, but can also stretch the floor.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
Here's KD. 9 points in the game so far. And the pass to Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's sent back by Turner. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Halliburton passes to Turner. The rebound by the Nets. In 2018-19, not only did Turner lead the NBA in swats, he also shot almost 40%, Greg, on his three.
And you go back, just like 10 years ago, you'd never think we'd see players with the skill set of Turner. But this is how the game has evolved. And guys like Turner are just so valuable for teams to have.
Beal deciding where to go with it. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Nets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Here's Curry to the middle. Outside for Simmons. Back to KD. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Well, Kevin Durant goes right up with it. Doesn't give the defense a chance to react.
McDaniels checked in for Gordon Hayward.
Coming onto the floor for you.
Now, here is Halliburton.
Jalen.
He's got 11. Beal finds Halliburton. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Stolen by McDaniels. Elbow shot. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 14 points for Kevin Durant.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
And the Pacers call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Thomas checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Ivy going inside. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Outside Curry. Takes a three. Aldridge, no luck.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. It's good. Thomas got 8 points.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it. Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Dishes it to Curry. Aldridge up on top. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Driving inside. Good on the bucket. He's got 16.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
And the Nets making a change here. Mills is checked in. Halliburton in the corner. There's the dish to Turner. Back to Halliburton. From outside the arc. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Five on the clock. And that's a foul. Called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play. And got there first.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Durant just inside the line. No good off the back of the rim.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Big time tough play by Beal right there, unfazed by the foul.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Yeah. And something else that served them well are all the turnovers they've caused and the points that have come along with those.
Mills dishes to Aldridge. Great touch on the 16-footer.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Duarte passes to Beal. Down low, here's McGee. Good. it's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 3 assists tonight.
That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Here's Mills. Pass to Durant. 6 to shoot. Outside Aldridge. Goes back up. A nice shot by KD. KD's got 16 points.
Well, with his combination of length and timing and athleticism, Kevin Durant is eating the glass right now.
Now Beal, 14 points for him. And it's McGee with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Pass to KD. 1:32 left here in the third quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Goes up on the high post. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Trent's checked in for Indiana.
Gary Trent Jr.
Indiana leading by 21. And the great thing about Durant, he gives you a lot of everything.
Yeah, it goes way beyond being versatile. This guy is a great shooter, an elite historical scorer, rebounder, passer, shot blocker, one of the most complete players in the history of the game.
Up top, Mills. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Inside. And stolen by Aldridge. In transition, here come the Nets. KD's got the ball.
How about the body control Kevin Durant has? My goodness gracious. Takes the punishment and makes the shot anyway.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Trent. Basket counts. And the Pacers lead by 20.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for Brooklyn. The pass to Thomas. A beautiful reverse layup. Thomas got 4 points in the quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Trent passes to McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Got a piece of it. And here's Mills for 3. Misses. And so it's Indiana closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Thomas is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Hayward. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the Nets 5. Aldridge against Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Outside for Beal, and stolen by Simmons. Pass to Claxton. The jump hook, tries again. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Curry's checked in for the Nets. Halliburton against Hayward. And Tyrese Halliburton hits from deep.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Simmons inside. In the corner, it's Aldridge. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Jackson. Aldridge misses.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
And Jackson throws it down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And Jackson throws it down hard.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
Simmons looking around.
And he pulls off the Houdini to take that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Ivy kicks to Halliburton. Out to the wing. Here's Ivy. From outside, off the mark. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. To the inside. Beal with the steal. Pass to Ivy. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
You know, you've got to credit the defense of Bradley Beal. Breaks it up defensively, gets out in transition. Nice.
Passes it to Claxton. We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
Well, and this 6'8" forward from Indiana is impressive. Gordon Hayward is so intense, plays so hard on both ends. And I'll say this to you, his athleticism catches you off guard.
Beal with it. Back to Turner. Shoots over Curry. The rebound by Sharp. And so Curry will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The pass to Sharp. This one for 3. And the Nets miss again.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And here's Halliburton. Back to Turner. Indiana moving it around. Here's Ivy. Drains the 19-footer. Ivy's got 12 points in just the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And they call an illegal screen here. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off-seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
The Nets making a switch here. Miller's checked in. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Beal with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Ivy passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Curry passes to Simmons. Here's Sharp. Jacks up a three. Kept alive. Another shot. And Simmons with the nice bucket inside.
And the length of Simmons, using this as well as that athleticism to pull in the offensive rebound.
Here's Turner. Back to Halliburton. And a miss there on the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Miller against Jackson. Pass to Sharp. Three-pointer. The rebound by Turner.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Simmons dishes to Ilyasova. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Mills, he's checked in for Curry. Now here's Simmons. Defense is right there. And no good that time. The Pacers have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. And the shot goes down. And that's 18 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And Mills kicks to Simmons. And it's sent back by Turner. Mills with the steal. Out left to the wing. Top of the key, Ilyasova. He dishes it to Mills. Pass to Sharp. Back to Mills. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Pass to Simmons. Puts it up from 12. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Sharp. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Halliburton outside. From deep three-point range, a new 14 for Indiana. Second shot opportunity. The shot by Turner, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So they foul intentionally. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Outside, Simmons. Now the pass to Sharp. Miller with the ball. Shoots, and he nails the jumper. Miller's got his first bucket in this one.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
McConnell passes to Orte. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
It's sent back down by Simmons. Now, here's Mills. He's guarded closely. He kicks to Simmons. Clock at 6. To the wing on the left. From downtown, JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Indiana.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge. And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game.
For ABC.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Here's Miller, finished off the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Here's Duarte. It's sent back down by Simmons.
An excellent defender, whether Simmons is in the post or roaming the perimeter. He's a shot-blocking threat.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.